Now, the prosecutor is avoiding it. And what they've done is they put it on a hard drive. Normally, that's not normal. What they should have done is they should have uploaded it to the police department server, evidence.com. That's the normal way of doing things. Any digital information, they should have uploaded it to the server, the police department server. But instead, what they've done is they downloaded it into a hard drive and they would give it out to the lawyers that's involved in the Mostafa Al-Jazari case. Well, the problem is every lawyer that Mostafa had is coming out of the case and tells you, I've been threatened by the police. Mostafa is innocent. I've been threatened by the police, and withdraws from the case. It's been 3 years. Multiple lawyers will come into this case and say, we've been threatened by the police. And the hard drive, and then when they're questioned about the hard drive that the prosecutor has given them, they won't let Mostafa look at it. And they tell you, we did not go through it. That doesn't make any sense. The case is not moving forward because of those three things. Now, when you look at item 3, the cell phone dump, why is it so hard for Mostafa to go through his cell phone dump? Now, when you circle back and take a hard look at who his girlfriend is, we have a lot of questions. What's coming out of this case is disturbing. Specifically, in light of the FBI in Prince William County raiding the hotel off of Dumfries Road, where Dorothy was living. Let's watch what they're talking about all over the news. And then we'll circle back and we'll put Dorothy Fontain under the microscope. And there's a lot of details that's coming out of who Dorothy is. We're going to get to know Dorothy Fontain. And I think getting to know Dorothy Fontain is going to help us understand, why is this case not moving forward? Are they terrified that going through Dorothy's cell phone is going to show that she's working for the police? Is there individuals that are working for the police that going through the cell phone is going to blow up their cover? Is that what they're terrified from? I mean, what doesn't make sense is when you accuse Mostafa that he hates his family, that he hates his girlfriend, you would think the first thing you would do is go through the cell phone. But they're blocking the cell phone. And the fact that they're blocking the cell phone, Dorothy's cell phone, it makes you wonder what's on that cell phone. It makes you wonder who Dorothy is, what was Dorothy doing, and is she connected to the police? We're going to get to know Dorothy, and we're going to go into the details. Let's watch what the news is telling us about the FBI raid off of Dumfries Road, the hotel off of Dumfries Road.
Tonight, we are learning about an FBI raid at a motel in Northern Virginia. Now, this was part of a sex trafficking and drug distribution investigation.
Sydney Persing has surveillance video of the operation. She's live tonight in Dumfries with what we know so far. Sydney.
Yeah, so there's a lot that we're still trying to learn tonight, as investigators really are being quite tight-lipped as their investigation continues. But what we do know tonight from police is that they executed several search warrants here at this motel today and made arrests. And part of what they say is a multi-year-long investigation into not just sex trafficking, but as you said, drug distribution as well. Just before 6 a.m. and one by one, local and federal authorities pulled up to the Red Carpet Inn in Dumfries on Thursday. Quickly and with guns drawn, they made their way inside. The FBI and Prince William County Police say this was a coordinated operation, part of a multi-year investigation into sex trafficking and drug distribution at the motel on Dumfries Road. Authorities would not say who or how many people were arrested, but did say more details will come to light as the investigation continues.
We typically call this type of crime hidden in plain sight.
Derek Benner is the CEO of Our Rescue, a global nonprofit dedicated to combating sex trafficking. He previously worked at DHS and HSI.
These investigations are complicated because these criminal organizations are moving in and out of our communities. They move across state lines and they move across international boundaries.
Benner is not at all affiliated with this case, but said so much of the most important work comes after these arrests.
Yes, it's great that bad guys go to jail, but the most important thing is to get survivors on a path to healing and recovery. As a society, I think we need to rededicate ourselves to this type of human crime.
So I can tell you that tonight there are still police officers on scene here. Again, there's a lot that we don't know, but I can tell you I talked to folks here who live and work in the area, and they said they've had problems here for a long time, and they are relieved to see investigators are taking this seriously. I did try to reach out to the owners of this inn for a comment from them, but we still haven't heard back. Jim and Angie.
Tonight we are learning about.
So they've been watching this hotel for a long time, multiple years. They're investigating this hotel and they're watching this hotel. Now, Dorothy Fontain was living in that hotel. Now, if you're the FBI, if you're Prince William County Police Department and you're investigating the sex trafficking, the drugs that's coming out of that area, you would have informants. You would have confidential informants. I mean, that's who you're relying on. Individuals that would go in and pretend they're prostituting, individuals that will pretend they're selling drugs to go in and build a case. Now, when we look at the Mostafa Al-Jazari case and we find out there's a car accident, the person involved in that car accident is an individual living in that hotel who possibly is a confidential informant. Now, as the FBI, as Prince William County Police Department, would you allow a cell phone dump to be released into the case and be part of that case? Absolutely not. Is to protect the integrity of that operation, you're going to prevent and block the cell phone dump of Dorothy Fontain. Now, why did they raid the hotel a couple of days ago? What is so unique with the timeline of the FBI raiding that hotel? Mostafa's case is coming up. Mostafa's trial is coming up. Mostafa trial is coming up. In March, Mostafa has trial. And Mostafa has a new attorney that's telling the prosecutor, I need my client's cell phone dump. That's exculpatory evidence. Mostafa is demanding to go through his cell phone dump. Mostafa is demanding to go to trial. Mostafa stood in court the other day and he told Judge Weimer, I will not have my trial delayed. I want to go to trial. I want to go through my cell phone dump. Now, we're going to get to know Dorothy. We're going to get to know the individuals interacting with Dorothy. And you tell me if Dorothy Fontain was a confidential informant for the police. We have Mostafa's attorney, the previous attorney, Elaine Jarvis. Before coming out and telling us that she was threatened by the police, that she wants to get off the Mostafa Al-Jazari case, she was asking the same questions. She was asking, who is Dorothy? And why are they blocking the cell phone dump? This is, let's play the Elaine Jarvis out of Front Royal. She has a podcast and multiple podcasts where she asks that question. Let's go to the video.
Okay, so coming to the punch. What did he tell you in this recording?
He told me that her daughter asked him to kill Mostafa.
So this is an individual that came out to us and does private investigation work. Whenever she sees a high profile case, she comes out and she looks into it. And she did work into the Mostafa al-Jazari case. And she went and got to know the ex-boyfriend of Dorothy Fontain.
Did he tell you in this recording?
He told me that her daughter asked him to kill Mostafa.
Wow.
Can't you just kill him? I said, why would she? First of all, I can't think of anybody that I would ask to kill somebody.
No.
It makes me question his relationship with the daughter in some sort of way. When he said the comment about the daughter asking,
why would Dorothy's daughter ask the ex-boyfriend, Glenn Ford, to kill Mostafa? This is an individual that came out and pretended that she was interested in the ex-boyfriend and said, I want to take you out on a date. Let's go on a date. She got to know him. So she took him out on a date and recorded a whole entire conversation. There's a recording where the ex-boyfriend, Glenn Ford, tells this individual that the daughter, at the time she was 15, she had asked the ex-boyfriend, Glenn Ford, to unalive Mostafa. And can we make it look like an accident? So what we're going to do, we're going to listen to that recording. It's a very disturbing recording. Let's continue with what this individual is telling us.
him to, can you just kill him? It made me think about other things in our conversation. For example, where he said he had to put the daughter out because she was just there was too many problems surrounding her. It makes me wonder, was there an issue between the mother being concerned about his relationship with the daughter?
In a forensic interview the police conducted after the vehicle accident, the police department has Dorothy's daughter in a forensic interview. And at one point, the daughter says that mom chose boyfriend over me. She's upset about the fact that her mom blocked her and chose Mostafa over her. The question is, what did mom block you for? What is going on? Why is the daughter upset? And that's, you can answer and find out through the cell phone dump that the police department is blocking.